welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you my everyday beauty routine, but I kind of wanted to go through all of my absolute favorite kind of holy grail of the moment products. So these are kind of the things that I have been reaching for that I don't know where I'd be without when it comes to getting ready in the morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back to the really start of my routine when I've just applied my moisturizer and talk you through every single product, why I love it, and show you me putting them on my face. So let's get into it. So we're going to start with the Clinique Even Better Glow Foundation. I like that this has got SPF and it feels pretty lightweight, although you can build up the coverage if you want to. I'm applying this with a Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush. This has been my go-to for applying foundation recently. I just feel like it makes it look really natural and flawless on my skin. So just got some of that on my brush. I'm going to apply that directly to my face. I mostly focus this on the center of my face and areas where I have any redness, which is kind of around my nose and on my chin. What I love about applying it with this brush in particular is that I find it just really melts into my skin and looks really flawless and natural. I don't really feel like I look as though I'm wearing foundation or anything too heavy, which is kind of what I'm going for, and it's kind of fresh and a bit dewy looking too. I think it's sort of perfect for spring, summer, but I also like keeping that kind of dewy freshness to my skin and my complexion during the cooler months as well, as I find that mattifying foundations can just make your skin look a little bit flat sometimes. Concealer isn't a step that I tend to reach for every single day, but when I am feeling or looking a little bit tired, I do find that it helps to refresh my under eye area and just make me look a little bit more alive and more awake. I also use it if I've got a bit of a bad spot. The one that I've been really enjoying for my under eyes is the Touche Eclat from Yves Saint Laurent. This was actually the first concealer that I ever purchased. I don't really think I knew what I was buying at the time either, but I love the click pen applicator. I just feel like it's really easy to use. I'm just going to use a couple of clicks and kind of put that in a V shape underneath my eyes. I feel like this is so classic YouTube. I then like to blend that out with my fingers. I find that this gives the most precise application and it also looks so much more natural than if I was using a brush or a beauty blender. I don't really like to put any powder on top if I can avoid it. And what I really like about the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat is that it doesn't seem to crease under my under eyes, which is really nice. And as you can see, it kind of has just really brightened and lifted up that under eye area. Before I move on to eyes, I might just quickly warm up my face, and I've been using a drugstore product recently, which I've been absolutely loving. It's from Rimmel and it's their bronzing palette. This is the Kate Moss collaboration. And what I like about this is that it's actually got 3 different bronzing shades, and I feel as though you could actually probably use this also as eyeshadow too. There is a slight little hint of shimmer to this, so probably better more for summertime, but it is still super hot here in Sydney. You would not know it was autumn, so definitely what I've been reaching for to try and extend and keep that glow going. I have been applying that with my large powder F30 brush from Sigma, and I kind of like to blend these 2 shades here, the 2 lighter ones, and then brush them on all the high points of my face and anywhere would actually contour as well. It's a really warm tone bronzer, and as you can see, it's added so much color to my face. It is very pigmented, and I think you really get bang for your buck with this product. I also like to brush that down my neck as well, just so that everything blends in really seamlessly, and brush it across my nose. Now, I wouldn't really necessarily put a blush on after this. I find that bronzer is enough to help warm up my face, but if I was going for a blush, I would use the Bobbi Brown glow stick in the shade Desert Sun. This is a matte cream blush and it just is so beautiful. I just apply it on the apples of my cheeks direct from the stick, and then I'll blend that out with my fingers. You can also use a brush as well, but I just find that this is also just a really natural effect, and it also helps if you're blending it over powder products to just use your fingers to get a really precise kind of application. Okay, eyes. Now, this has probably been the one product that I've been so excited about and just been loving using every single day. It's the NARS Narcissist Wanted palette. Now, I don't think this is available everywhere anymore. I did a whole review on this on my blog. If you would like to check it out, I will leave it linked in the description box below, but if I could actually get it open. This is what the palette looks like inside. It's a bit blown out on camera. I really love the shade selection in here. I'm probably going to show you just a really neutral everyday look. I'm going to go for this bone shade washed all over the eyelid, and then I'm going to throw a bit of this kind of beigey tan saddle shades, these two here, thrown into the crease and also over half of my lid. Then I'm going to pop this sort of lustery pink champagne color in my inner corner, and then I'm going to throw this really beautiful rose gold glitter over the top to add that sparkle. And then I'm going to do a cat eye flick because that's just what I do every single day. I'm going to use a Sigma large shader brush just to kind of get that bone shadow across my eyelids. These are super pigmented and they just blend out really beautifully and they adhere to the lids really nicely. I actually find that if I'm just wearing the matte shades, that these don't crease on me at all, which is amazing considering that I'm not actually using any sort of eyeshadow primer at all. To do the crease, I'm using this Wayne Goss eyeshadow brush. I actually got it from one of those Beautylish Lucky bags. I probably wouldn't do that again if I'm being completely honest. I don't think it's 100% worth your money. I think it's better to just buy the things that you've had your eye on, but I am pretty chuffed with this eyeshadow brush. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So as you can see, these are super pigmented. Already I've got so much great color going on in my eye socket there. Let's just do that on the other side. What I love about these is that they're really easy to just do an entire eye look. Like it literally only takes me a minute. I mean, this is pretty much all I would do for day to day. I'd maybe throw on a bit of that kind of light champagne-y color washed in the inner corner like that. And I would then just do my eyeliner and I'd be good to go. But because I want to glitz this up a little bit, I'm going to use that glitter. I'm going to put it on my finger just as I found that this is kind of the best way to apply it. And then I'm going to tap that all over my eyelid. I am just going to do the crease again just so that it doesn't get too lost and it's got that definition. Great, and that's it. This has just proven to me to be such great value for money, and I think it's probably the one eyeshadow palette that I would take traveling. I really love this kind of antiqued bronze which has this khaki undertone in particular. It's a bit of a duochrome and it looks beautiful in the light. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite products of the moment. Then let's just do my eyeliner, and I'm never great at doing this on camera, but my favorite eyeliner is the Clinique Pretty Easy eyelining pen. Now for a really long time I was using the Hyper Sharp Wing eyeliner from Maybelline. I think this is just a step above this. If you can get the Hyper Sharp Wing liner, go for it. It's a bit more affordable than this one from Clinique, but either are beautiful. They're really easy to use. I think the Maybelline one is just slightly darker than this one here from Clinique, but I'm just gonna draw a wing, and I like the fact that this stays all day and it's got a really nice pointed nib, which makes it really easy to do a super sharp winged eyeliner look. Okay, I think those are about even. I always find doing winged eyeliner on camera really difficult. So I'm going to do my lashes next, then we'll do, I think, maybe brows. The mascara that I've been using a lot recently is actually one from Sigma. I was sent this. This is called the Sinuosity Lash, and this is one of those fiber mascaras. This is amazing, however, it is incredibly difficult to get off. But I just find that it doesn't smudge at all. It just leaves these little fibers attached to the end of your lashes. It's very separating and lengthening as well. You do have to be a little bit careful with the application, because if the product ends up on your skin, it can smudge, and like I said, it's very, very difficult to remove. So generally what I will do is I'll do one coat and then I'll go back in after I've coated the other lashes. I don't actually use a eyelash curler. I don't really find that I need to. I don't have kind of droopy eyelashes, but if I want them to be a little bit more curled, then I mean that just intensifies the whole look. But yeah, you can kind of see they're very, it's a very kind of separating but also very lengthening mascara, which I really like. I just wish I knew the secret to removing it with ease at the end of the day. Okay, so for my brows, I have been really enjoying using the Clinique super fine liner for brows. This is such a skinny brow pencil. I'm using the shade 02 Soft Brown. So I actually went to this masterclass and they were saying that to get that really kind of natural looking brow, you should be going for a brow shade that is a little bit lighter than your natural brow color. And I completely agree. I find that if I use a really dark brown on my brows, it just ends up looking a little bit too harsh, whereas this is a lot softer and I think it just more seamlessly blends into my brows using this kind of nice lighter brown shade. If that makes any sense. God, I am rambling. Just looks, yeah, a lot more natural, which is kind of what I'm going for. This lasts all day as well. This is super easy to use too. My highlighter favorite hasn't changed at all. It's still the Halo Scope from Glossier. I've got it in the shade Quartz, which I just think is a really nice kind of light pink highlight. I'm just going to use my finger to apply that onto the high point because I'm kind of going to do a highlighter double whammy. I'm going to use a powder over the top. I just find that that really intensifies the highlight, so I just like to rub my finger here on the center and get that kind of moisturizing aspect of it too. I love this because it's just so glossy and I just think it's that very kind of nice natural looking glowy skin look, which is really what I'm kind of going for. I don't want anything that looks too overdone. Then to really amp things up, I'm going to be putting the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder in Euphoric Strobe Light over the top. This is what it looks like, sort of a light pinky powder, and this just really ups the intensity. I wouldn't do this for every day, but maybe on the weekend when I want to look a little bit extra, or if we're going out on a Friday night or something like that, that just really like, can you see how intense that highlight is? Yeah, I love this stuff. It's really amazing and it's really beautiful and finely milled. So yeah, beautiful kind of a powder highlight if you are on the hunt for one. There's a few different shades as well. And then let's just do lips. My favorite lip product is the same as it was in my previous beauty favorites, and it is the Chanel Rouge Allure ink in the shade Amaro. I just think that this is so beautiful. It's kind of like a peachy mid-pink nude. This is kind of like a liquid lipstick, but it's just such an easy product to apply. I really like the sort of lightweight feel of the formula on my lips, and it's not fully opaque. So you do kind of need to make sure that you've got an even spread when you're applying it, but it just feels very comfortable to wear. So there you have it. Those are my current everyday beauty favorites. These are sort of the products that I reach for on a daily basis, if not at least once a week. They're kind of those products that I gravitate towards whenever I need one of those beauty staples. I'd love to know what your favorite beauty products are below, if there's anything that you think that I should be trying out, and do give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know, as like I said before, I really do enjoy beauty and I love talking about it with you guys, and I'll see you next time with a brand new video. See you soon. Bye.